The fact that you thought of 1,000 Prussian francs is amazing. That's something darker than that.
Welcome back to Mind Your Own Business on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
We here at Mind Your Own Business like to have local business folks in, as you probably can imagine and have realized if you're a listener of the show. And right now is a gentleman who is an insurance broker, Mr. Julio Lemos from Julio Lemos Insurance. Imagine that. Where'd you come up with that name?
DBA-less guy. He just write me a check to my name. We're good.
Yeah.
How long you been doing insurance?
I've been doing insurance since '97.
Wow, you don't look that old.
Yeah.
Thank 13 when he wrote his first policy. Did you start off captive, as you said?
No, actually, I've always been non-captive, so I've always worked with different companies, from captive and non-captive, but generally just a whole bunch of different companies.
For those of us who don't know what captive and non-captive mean, can you kind of describe what that is?
Yeah, captive is just like a company that, like farmers, they can only sell farmers or State Farm or Allstate. And non-captive is a company like the one we have, where we deal with, it's open, so we deal with 50, 100 different companies. So it's a lot easier for us, especially if you have a tough situation like tickets or accidents. It makes it a little bit easier for us to help you.
Now, Julio, if we have listeners out there and they want to try to save some money, so if they call you or stop in, you can run. I assume you get all their information, right?
Yes.
And then you see what their driving record's like, and then you have the ability then to check 50 or so different companies and get them the best price possible.
Yeah, the system's set up where we put all your information, your driver's information and tickets, and then your vehicles and your coverage, and then the top 50 companies come up. And they come up from the lowest to highest, and then we can go from there. What works best for you, or if there's a specific company that you want to go on board with, and that's just the way it works. And it's so convenient for us and for you, and to give you the best rate and the best company.
Is there any companies when you're looking that maybe they're not as strong on handling claims as others? Do you ever base your decision on that?
Actually, we do. Well, we don't, but we do give the customer the option. Some of the companies are a little bit less expensive, but their claims handling is it doesn't work as great. And then we do have the other ones that are a little bit more, and you won't believe it, they're just maybe like 5 or 10%. But their claims handling is at the snap of a finger.
It's fixed.
Yeah, it's instant, and that's usually what we want to go for. But unfortunately, right now, a lot of people are driven by the economy, and they don't have all the funds. So even 5 or 10% more, it's tough for them because their budget. They only make so much a month, and at the end of the month, that's all. There's no more money.
The policies are really complex, and over the years they change, right? So let's say you got a policy 5 years ago in the same company. They can change the policy each year when they renew what's covered. Do you review? But like we've had a couple losses over the years, and kids and stuff, and you don't realize that you got a lower payment because you had a really high deductible, and you don't realize that the deductible difference was $25 a month that you might have wanted to pay the extra $25 instead of paying $750 instead of $150 for an incident. Do you find that people are willing to listen to that, or is it when they're buying it, it's kind of like price?
It's 50-50. Sometimes it is, just the price, and then other times, like you just mentioned, their lifestyle changes. They get more money or they get less. So we kind of have to adjust. And one of the nice benefits with our office is that versus on the online or internet or over the phone, you can actually walk into our office and we can show you the screen, side by side, all your options, so that it's easier for you to decide what works for you on rate and on coverage.
I've met a few insurance people that actually charge for the consulting to find insurance. Do you know guys do that? Do you charge to set up insurance for people? Or do you have a fee-based thing? Or is it all, you just come here and I'll check it out? Because it's a little bit of work trying to find out if somebody can be written, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit of work, but that's what we're here for. We're here to help you, give you the best rate and the best service that we can. And just
But you don't charge a fee to do.
yeah, we don't charge. That's one of the largest benefits that we have, is that we don't charge fees, and there's no broker fees, there's no additional fees, there's no fees to make any changes. And I think that that's one of the reasons that people come to us. It's because that's just a huge benefit, especially at the times that we're in, just to save them a little bit more money and to be helpful is what they're looking for.
If you're just joining us, folks, you're listening to Mind Your Own Business with Doug and Ed, and our special guest is Julio Lemos from Julio Lemos Insurance. How can the folks get a hold of you, Julio?
Well, we have two offices. We have one here in Canyon Country at 27255 Camp Plenty Road, and the number at this office is 661-251-0233. And then we also have a Newhall office on Lyons Avenue off of Lyons, and that is 25065 Peachland Avenue. 661-799-8140 is the number at that office.
All right. We're coming up on a break. Can you stick around for another segment?
Yes, sir.
We got some hard questions for you.
Yeah. I'm going to write some insurance. So you're listening to Hometown Station, AM 1220, Mind Your Own Business, KHTS. Me and Julio down below. How come they don't say Jesus?
Jesus.
Welcome back, everybody, to AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. You are listening to Mind Your Own Business with Doug and Ed. And our special guest today is Julio Lemos from Julio Lemos Insurance. Now, Julio, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Surprise.
I don't know how to say this without just come out and saying it. But what about Geico, Farmers? What's that lady? That weird lady? Flo.
Flo, yeah.
Betty? No.
What's hers? Mercury or
What is she with? Progressive.
Progressive?
Hey, we remember the name.
Yeah.
Julio, they spend so much money
Yes.
on advertising. The amount they spend on advertising is unbelievable. How do you think you compete with them? Or do you find yourself competing with them? Does anybody ever say to you, I checked out Geico?
Yeah.
I like your accent there.
Yeah, we do. It is competitive, but at the end of the day, I think it's important that service is one of your key components, and I think that that's one of the biggest benefits that we have. If there's a claim, that's one of the things that we will sit down with the customer and help them through the claim with their adjuster and make sure the claim is handled 100% and closed very fast. But you're right. I mean, they do spend a lot in advertising. We do also offer Progressive. So on that note, I mean, what they spend helps us as well, just because we do offer Progressive.
So have you met Flo?
And no, I haven't met Flo, but I've taken a
Picture with a carved out
there you
picture
go.
of her.
Yeah. Yeah, at one of our meetings, she was there.
Proximity. Oh God. I took a picture with Doug. I felt really good about it. But it was a cutout of Doug.
So Julio, how often do you have to get involved to help folks out with claims?
Every time they hit something.
Yeah, we it's actually unfortunately it's very it's almost every day. We have claims every day, and it's something there's no way around it, and we just have to do what the right thing to do, and just get the claim taken care of and closed as fast as we can.
You selling business insurance too, or any liability for business people, or is it mostly auto and
Right now,
motorcycle?
yeah, right now we're strictly auto, home, RVs, motorcycles, dirt bikes, sea-doos, boats. That's kind of what our niche is right now.
How about renters?
Yeah, renters. That's part of what we do as well.
So I assume you're like any other company. If everybody gets their renters or homeowners and their auto, there's a bundle discounts.
Yeah, there's a bundle discount or package discount. Almost all the companies that we work with will give you that discount, and that can save you anywhere from 5 to almost 35%. So it's a really good savings if you are able to package your bundle, your policy.
Okay. We're talking to Julio Lemos from Julio Lemos Insurance on Mind Your Own Business with Doug and Ed. Julio, do you want people to call you to get a quote? Do you want them to come in? How do you prefer it?
What's easier for you? We do. It is actually easier if you did come in to the office so that we can show you side by side all the coverages and the benefits that you have and savings. But we can also do quotes over the phone, and then we do have a website that you can go to as well. So whatever is best and easiest for you, we're able to help you any way that is best for you.
I remember the first time I went to get insurance on my own without my parents. I was actually selling phone equipment back in like '84. And I went to a place called, I think it's Flinders Insurance on Glendale. And he'd been around for years. And I just remember how I felt when I sat down there, because I was trying to sell him a phone system. And then he said, I said, can you quote me on insurance? And I felt like it was an interrogation. They wanted to know how long you've lived in the house, who else lives in the house. It just seemed that they needed to have so much more information necessary than just give me insurance for my car. Is it still like that? Because I haven't renewed my insurance with anybody so many years. They still know I have the same dog. They still know I have the same house. But is it like that? And I just remember feeling how naked I felt, having to give all this information. Do you have a roommate? Are you married to that roommate? Does that roommate ever drive your cars? What age is that roommate? They still do that?
Unfortunately, they do, and it's for underwriting reasons and claims reasons. But we don't. We try to eliminate that, and then we try to make it to where you're comfortable. It's easy, almost like walking in your own home. We don't want you to feel that way at all. We want you to understand what you're gonna, the coverages that you're gonna get, and we just want you to feel comfortable, and we try to make it as easy as possible, and there's no interrogation.
All right, Julio, we're coming to the end of our time, so we want to give you an opportunity to let the folks out there know, because I think it would be a great benefit to them to get a quote from you and see if you can save them some money with comparable coverage. So how do you want them to get a hold of you?
Well, there's a couple different ways, but I guess the easiest would be to come on in. We're here off of Camp Plenty in Canyon Country.
It's right next to in the Don Cuco's parking lot.
Yeah, that one's next to the Don Cuco's, and then we have the other one in Newhall in the Smart and Final Shopping Center on Lyons Avenue. And the number to the Canyon Country office is 661-251-0233.
One more time.
661-251-0233. And then the Newhall office is 661-799-8140.
All right, now if there's youngsters listening out, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, you want to talk to them too?
Yeah, we help everybody, and that's what we're here for, to give you the best service and the best rate.
Tickets, accidents. What about the dreaded DUI?
Yeah, the DUI, that's actually, we're really, we can help really well and give really good rates if you have a DUI or any other
better than someone else is giving a DUI rate. It's not like you get a discount for having a DUI, right?
Actually,
no.
It's funny, but it almost seems like it's sometimes that the rates are so competitive and so low.
So do you give out your home number so they can call you at 1 a.m. when they get in an accident?
No. No, I don't.
Do you how do they call an insurance company's number if they have a claim after hours, right?
Yes.
All right, Julio, we appreciate you coming in. You've been listening to Julio Lemos from Julio Lemos Insurance. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
You're listening to Mind Your Own Business on Hometown Station AM 1220 KHTS.